Hello, I'm John Carr, and welcome to JRC Consulting Group's Tip of the Month. This month's tip, we're going to talk about cold calling. That's right, two of the most hated words for any sales professional. So why do we cold call? Only because we have to. If you do not have a full pipeline, and you do not have enough referral sources coming in, you may have to resort to cold calling. So today, we're going to talk about the objective and 7 tips on effective cold calling. So let's talk about the objective. The objective of a cold call should be to gather information and to set appointments. That's it. You don't worry about the sale that day. The sale will come later. I want to repeat that. The objective of a cold call, gather information and set appointments. So let's talk about the tips. Tip number 1, dress comfortably and professionally. And I mean this whether you're on the phone or you're in person. When you're on the phone, it helps build your confidence. And when you're out in person, it shows that you're professional, but you can still be comfortable. Number 2, be ready for rejection. Don't take it personal. You know, when you're out there, you don't know what these people have gone through. You don't know if their bosses yelled at them. You don't know if they've had 4 or 5 other people coming to them to solicit them business. We really don't know what's going on. So just remember, be ready for rejection and don't take it personal. Number 3, have a list and a territory ready to go. Select a vertical market when you're calling on the phone and stick to it. Your vertical market may be the healthcare industry, maybe attorneys. Whatever it is, select a vertical market and stick to it and call them. When you're cold calling in person, you may want to select a zip code, a street, or a building. And don't move on to the next building or street or zip code until you completely cold called all the businesses you're prospecting in that territory. Number 4, don't use a script. Or shall I say, don't use a script verbatim. The only reason you want to have a script is to use it as a guide as to when you're cold calling. Reading them and reading it verbatim just doesn't come off genuine and generally doesn't work well. So use it only as a guide. Number 5, set your desk and your car up so you're ready to cold call. So how do you set your desk up? Well, it's pretty obvious that you need a phone. So you have your phone and possibly a headset. Make sure you have your calendar ready. Make sure you have your list ready. And also make sure that you have your bottle of water ready to go. The bottom line is you don't want to have to leave that desk for at least 2 hours when you're cold calling. Keeps you focused. When you're cold calling on the street, have your card ready. Your car ready. Have a cooler in the car. Have your business cards. Have your flyers. Whatever it may be ready to go. I always had in my cooler some power bars, plenty of water, and anything to help me keep my energy up when I'm on the street. Number 6, try cold calling. This is especially effective when you're doing it on the phone. Try cold calling either during lunch or after hours. You'll be amazed at how many times I was able to get in touch with not only the decision maker, but sometimes the CEOs of companies, and they would be able to guide me as to who I need to speak to in regards to their purchasing department. And believe me, it is very effective when you call a purchasing department and you let them know the CEO guided you to call them. And number 7 is reward yourself and set goals. So you set a goal. A lot of times my goal was I want to set 4 appointments for my cold calling. So once I set those 4 appointments, I rewarded myself. Sometimes the reward would be as simple as I'm going to go home an hour early or a half hour early. Or it may be that I'm going to go to the movies that weekend because I set 4 appointments. Whatever it may be, reward yourself and set goals. So those are just a few tips to help you cold call more effectively. And remember, at JRC Consulting Group, we will drive you to success.